Dear students, today I will tell you about basic concept of partnership, which include meaning, features, merits and demerits. First of all, I will tell you about meaning of partnership. Partnership is an agreement between two or more partners who carry out business activities for earning profit. There must be an agreement between two or more partners. Agreement may be in writing or in verbal. It is possible that one partner is managing the business institution or all partners are managing the business institution. If one partner is managing the business institution, you can say that this business is managed by anyone acting for all. For clear understanding of the basic concept of partnership, you must know about features of partnership also. First of all, I will tell you about formation. How to form a business organization. It is very easy to form the business organization in this form of business organization. As no registration is compulsory. Registration is optional. What is the requirement? Minimum 2 and maximum 50 partners, and there must be an agreement between these two partners, and that agreement is also not necessarily in writing. Suppose you are two friends, A and B, and A and B are going to start a business institution. Verbally they may decide terms and conditions, not necessarily in writing. It is not necessary, as I told you, registration. Registration is not compulsory. And after formation, you should know about liability also. What is the liability of the different types of the partners? Partners always have unlimited liability. What do you mean by unlimited liability? Means in case of financial difficulties, financial crisis, personal assets can be used for meeting debts of the business organization in this form. Another kind of liability is limited liability. In case of limited liability, liability of the owner is limited to the capital contributed by them in the business organization. But in case of partnership firm, all partners have unlimited liability. And not only unlimited liability, joint liability. Means if one partner's assets are not sufficient, in that case, other partner have to pay that amount. So all partners' liability is joint and unlimited. Another feature here is risk shared by the partners. Who will share the risk? Only active partner? No. Each and every partner have to bear the risk. Risk will be shared by the partners in the proportion of profit and loss ratio. Profit and loss ratio will be decided well in advance. It will be given in the partnership deed if it is in writing. If it is in verbal, then also it should be decided well in advance in what proportion partners will distribute the profit. In the same ratio, they will share the loss also. That may be capital ratio or any other ratio. If ratio is not decided, it is given in the Partnership Act 1932 that profit and loss will be distributed in the equal ratio. But risk is shared by each and every partner. Okay, we are talking about risk sharing. Now question arises, who will make the decision for the business institution? Who will control over the business organizations? Each and every partner have right to control over the business organization, if nothing is specified against it in the partnership deed. Decision will be taken with the consent of all partners. For the routine purpose, it is possible that one partner is taking the decision on behalf of other partners, but that should be decided well in advance. Normally, partners decide own part of the work and they are responsible for that work. But if they are taking decision for that work, they are working on behalf of other partners also. Suppose you are looking after only marketing affairs of the business organization, so you are taking the decision for the marketing department, but at that time you are working as a representative of other partner also. So in this manner, decision will be made by each and every partner. Life of the business institution is very temporary. There are minimum 2 partners, maximum 50 partners. They are coming from the different backgrounds. They have different ideology. Sometimes there is a difference of opinion. Due to that difference of opinion, sometimes a conflict arises. And result of that conflict is the dissolution of partnership. And not only this, in case of admission of a partner, retirement of the partner, death of the partner, in all these cases partnership may dissolve. Not necessarily partnership firm. Partnership firm may be continued by the other partner with the new agreement decided. But old agreement is scrapped. So life of the business institution cannot be continued for a long time period in this manner. As I told you already, number of partners. Minimum 2 partners are required. Age of these partners must be 18 years and more. Means adult 2 members are required to form a partnership firm. And maximum 50 partners. It is given in the Companies Act 2013. The government may decide number of partners which will not be more than 100. But at present, government have decided maximum number of partners 50 according to the rules issued by the GOI, Government of India. So minimum there are 2 partners and maximum there are 50 partners. And as I told you, partnership firm is treated as a mutual agency. Every partner is mutual agent. Mutual agent means one partner is agent of the other. Suppose there are 3 partners, A, B, C. If A is taking any decision, A is working for the business organization, so A is working as an agent of B and C also. B is working as an agent of A and C. C is working as an agent of A and B. Means there is a mutual agency. These persons are mutual agent of each other. So these are the some of the basic features of the partnership firm. Now I will tell you about merits of the partnership firm as compared to some other form of business organization. First of all, regarding formation. As I told you, formation is very easy. Even registration is not compulsory. At any time you may decide to form a business organization through verbal agreement or through agreement in writing. Even after some time, say if you want to close the business institution, it is very easy. Lot of legal formalities are not adopted for winding up of this type of business organization. It is very easy to start and close the business institution. As compared to this form of business organization, if we discuss about the starting and closing of the joint stock company, it is very complicated process, time consuming process. But as compared to joint stock company, partnership firm can be easily formed. Another advantage of this form of business organization is balanced decision making. If we compare this form of business organization with sole proprietorship, so definitely decision making will be better in partnership firm. Why? Because in sole proprietorship, you know, there are single person who is controlling all affairs of the business institution. He is responsible for marketing, for production, for research and development, for accounts, for finances, for everything. But here in case of partnership firm, there are different partners. Before starting, we may decide the partners from the different field. If one person is expert in the marketing affairs, another person in production, other person in accounts and finance. In this manner, every person is expert in the own field and duties can be assigned related to that work only. So decision making is balanced. One person is not responsible for all. You can't expect from one person to look after everything, every affair of the business institution with full expertise. But in case of partnership firm, we may decide the experts in the concerned field as a partner of the firm. So decision making of this type of organization is very balanced. And as compared to Hindu undivided family business and sole proprietorship, more fund is available here. Why? Because in sole proprietorship there is a single family. In in case of sole proprietorship there is a single person, and in Hindu undivided family business there is one Hindu family who is the owner of the business institution. They are responsible for capital contribution. But here in case of partnership firm, we may have 50 partners. 50 partners may contribute the capital. So you can imagine if every partner is bringing 5 lakhs rupees, what will be capital of the business institution? For example, 5 lakhs. Maybe more amount or less amount. So more fund is available in case of partnership firm as compared to sole proprietorship or HUF, Hindu undivided family business. In case of single ownership, sole proprietorship, only single person have to share the risk. In case of Hindu undivided family business, single Hindu family have to share the risk. But here in case of partnership firm, risk is spread. Every partner have to bear the risk of the business institution. In case of financial difficulty, in case of loss, every partner is responsible for that loss. Every partner have to contribute towards the loss of the business institution. So risk is shared by the different person. But one important thing here, secrecy also can be maintained. In what manner secrecy can be maintained? As compared to joint stock company. In joint stock company, it is necessary to publish the accounts for the general public. But in case of partnership, it is not necessary to publish the account, to give that information to the general public. It is confidential, it is restricted to partners only. Partners will look after what are the affairs of the business institution, what is the profitability, what is the financial position, what is the value of assets, what is the value of liabilities. It is not open to the general public. So in this manner, you can say secrecy of the business institution can be maintained easily. So these are the some of the merits of the partnership firm as compared to other form of business organization. But other side of coin means limitations. Limitations of the partnership firm. Now I will tell you one by one. There are different limitations of the partnership firm. Regarding liability, as I told you in the features part, there is unlimited liability of all partners. Is it advantages or limitations? Definitely it is limitation for the partners. Think about it. Personal assets of the partners also are at risk. If we compare this form of business organization with the joint stock company, in case of joint stock company, shareholders who are the owners of the business institution who are contributing the capital in case of joint stock company, they are not responsible personally for the debts of the business institution. They are responsible only to the extent of capital contributed by them. But in case of partnership firm, if there is a financial crisis, if sufficient assets are not available to pay the debts of the business organization, then personal assets will be sold out and that can be used for making payment to the debts of the business organization. And on other hand, like resources also are limited as compared to joint stock company. I told you in the merits, right, that resources are large as compared to sole proprietorship or HUF. But if we compare this form of business organization with the joint stock company, in joint stock company there is no limit of the maximum membership in case of public limited company. There may be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 1 crore shareholders. No limit of that. Whatever is decided in the memorandum of association, in the capital clause, that capital can be raised from the public and can be used for the affairs of the business organization in case of joint stock company. But as compared to joint stock company in partnership firm, their maximum number of partners are 50, not more than that. So if you are going to run your business institution at national or international level, this is not a suitable form of business organization. In that condition, you have to start joint stock company. Why? Because resources are limited here. And regarding life, I told you, regarding life of the business institution, I told you that's a very temporary life of the business institution. Why temporary life? Because there's a difference of opinion. Due to that difference of opinion, there's a possibilities of conflicts amongst the partners. If conflict arises, then result of that, dissolution of the partnership. Admission, retirement, death, all of these events affect the partnership. In case of retirement or death, other remaining partners may continue the business institution, but old agreement will not be used. New agreement will be signed. Indirectly, you can say the old firm is closed and new firm is started. The life of the business institution is very temporary due to possibilities of conflicts. Business institution cannot be continued for a long time period. Regarding the secrecy, I told you that secrecy is maintained as a merit. I told you about that. Why? Because accounts are not in public domain as compared to joint stock company. In joint stock company, all accounts are in public domain. So result of that is there's a good confidence of the public over the affairs of the joint stock company. But in case of partnership firm, there's a lack of public confidence because public is not aware about the affairs of the business institution. They don't know about profitability. They don't know about financial position of the business institution. So there's a very less confidence of the public over the affairs of the partnership firm. So these are the some of the demerits of the partnership firm. Hopefully, you will be able to understand whole concept of partnership through this video. Thank you. Thanks for watching.